This season of The Bachelorette, which airs on WISN, has been full of fun and drama. Now down to 11 men, Bachelorette Jenn Tran has a lot of big decisions to make over the next few weeks. Joining us live now on 12 News at 11 is Jenn herself. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So first of all, you've gotten a lot of press for breaking barriers as the first Asian-American Bachelorette, which is obviously amazing. But something I haven't heard nearly enough about is I think you're also the show's first UW-Madison Bachelorette. What's that been like to represent Wisconsin?
Oh yeah, you know I am. It's been kind of crazy. Yeah, I didn't realize the overwhelming support that I would get from the UW-Madison community. And it just shows that, if once a UW grad, you'll always be a UW grad.
Definitely. You are down to the final 11 men, and one of your exes has even popped up hoping for another chance at love. How are things going on this journey?
Things are definitely taking a bit of an emotional turn. I think things are going to ramp up a little bit more, and you'll definitely see me have a lot more vulnerable moments throughout the show, for sure.
Looking forward to that. You recently jumped out of a plane for the show. What was more anxiety-inducing, skydiving or having to juggle 25 men?
I will have to say probably the skydiving. As hard as it is to date 25 men, I don't know, something about the heights, it's not for me. It's crazy.
I feel you on that. That would be a little intimidating, to say the least. What's been your favorite part of this entire journey? And you kind of knew what you were coming into with being on The Bachelor, but this is a whole new territory, right?
Whole new ball game, dating 25 men all at once. I have to say it felt nice. It was fun. But my favorite part of the journey was kind of how much self-growth that I had. I honestly feel like I learned so much about myself, and I wouldn't change anything for the world.
That's great. So now that we know that you are a UW-Madison grad, you're familiar with Wisconsin. If you had to plan a Wisconsin-themed date for the show, what are some things that you would want to do?
Oh gosh, I would definitely go for a little picnic near the Capitol building. I would go to the terrace for some brats. I would go to one of my favorite restaurants, Cooper's Tavern, get some sliders. And I would go to a UW football game, of course.
I think that would be fun. Jumping around at Camp Randall would definitely pique some interest in some of the guys, I think. What about cheese curds or spotted cow? Could those be on the list?
Definitely, 100%. I miss cheese curds so much. Oh, I need to go back.
Now that we're getting sort of towards the middle of the season, winding things down, what do you have to say to people who are fans of the show? What can we expect as things sort of narrow down with less and less prospects?
Yeah, as things narrow down, it's going to be a lot more of an emotional journey. And I would say you can definitely expect some twists and turns. It's definitely not the typical Bachelorette ending and not the typical Bachelorette journey. And I think that a lot of people are going to resonate with my journey.
Well, we are excited to see the rest of your story. Hopefully everything ends up great, and we'll be definitely looking forward to talking to you again to find out everything that happens. Jenn, best of luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. You can catch Jenn Tran Mondays at 7 p.m. right here on WISN.